Welcome to the Home Inspector Marketing Podcast. Because you're a home inspector looking to increase your sales, improve your cash flow, and boost your bottom line, you are in the right place. For additional training resources on how you can grow your home inspection business, go to microreturns.com right now. And now, here's the podcast.
Hi, this is Mike Crow, and I run a home inspection business. In fact, I've run a couple of home inspection businesses. The true joy for me, though, has been helping literally thousands of home inspectors build really solid home inspection businesses as well. We can help a single-man operation be able to do over $300,000 a year, maybe all the way up to $400,000 a year as a single inspector operation. Even better for me is the 80-plus companies that we have helped be able to build million-dollar home inspection businesses. I would like to help you be able to do the same thing.
A lot of the time we want something to be perfect before we launch it. This can hold you back from moving forward in your business. In this coaching call clip, Mike explains why you shouldn't wait till it's perfect and what he does instead.
Guys, I teach what I call the 95% rule, and you need to know 95% of the people you're surrounded with have butts. The other 5% don't. Oh, gosh, this is going to be way too much fun. But the truth is, though, that 95% of people want to keep you safe, want to protect you, want to tell you why it won't work, want to tell you what you need to do before you do that. And it is one of the things that we talked about on the call, and Isfan's part of the coaching group call as well, and is the fact that everybody wants to try to put the perfect thing in place instead of build what they can now. And this is something Jen taught on this morning. Build what you can now and then add on to it. And my greatest example of that really comes from amusement parks. And I don't know, I go to a lot of amusement parks, and I don't think most of you probably look at it the same way I do. Animal Kingdom, when it first opened up at Disney, was very sparse, very unaccommodating in a lot of ways, was very hot, but they knew it would grow into different things. And now the trees are huge and there's lots of shade, and they've added nighttime programs, and they've added Pandora, which is the land from Avatar movie. And then they've added this and they've added that. And so, it's just amazing what they can take and grow with. The very first time I really saw this happen was when they talked about Disneyland and how Disneyland was so unready to be opened up. A couple of weird things happened. One was that the asphalt was so soft that the ladies' high heels, and they went in high heels, by the way, sunk into the asphalt, okay, and got stuck. Okay, can you imagine that? Ladies' high heels getting stuck in the asphalt. They would put benches out, and the benches would literally sink into the asphalt. Okay, because they weren't really ready yet. Okay, and they had not put out enough grass in front of Walt Disney World, so Disney had them go out and put in little signs labeling the weeds. Okay, so people would go, okay. And it looked intentional. When I did my very first 3 days of Secrets Revealed, I only taught Big Bang Marketing. That was it. And then the next year, I added on to it. I added on the route and the route notebook and what that looked like. And I added on other speakers. And then every year, 3 Days Secrets Revealed got bigger and better. And every year we took something from the previous year and moved it forward every year thereafter. Okay. So the year we did Star Wars, by the way, we had these big blue banners that came down, and they said, be successful on them, ... All right. And we used those every year after that. So the question is, the thought is that during your process of growing what you're growing, it's not going to be perfect at first. There's going to be all kinds of gaps and holes and bridges that you have to take care of and build and fill in. And, it's kind of funny. My dad bought 50 acres up in Oklahoma. Oh, I don't know, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. I don't know. It was a long time ago. There's two parts of the land, and there was a creek that ran through the land. And my dad was going, we used to have to walk all the way around this pond up here. We had to walk all the way around to get from one side to the other. And my dad said, I would really love to have a road that goes right here across. And they used to, and at first they put up this 2x6. Can you imagine a 2x6, right? And it was, can you walk on a 2x6? It was like walking on barrels at, Walt Disney World or Six Flags or something, the bridge going up and down. And my dad bought a tractor at one point, and I loved riding the tractor. It was relaxing, the noise. I couldn't hear anybody else. Nobody else was interrupting me. I could just think. And I said, well, I could take some dirt. I could make your pond bigger up here. And he told me he wanted the pond bigger. I could make the pond bigger up here and take that dirt and put it down here, and we could build a road across this creek. And he laid a couple of big old pipes down so the water would still go through. And all day, that's all I did, all day. Just go get dirt, put dirt, get dirt, put dirt. And towards the end of the day, I drove across with the tractor across. It was like, hallelujah, okay? But that's the way it works with all of our businesses. Nothing's ever perfect now. Now, I went up there Friday, last Friday, I think it was, with my dad. Not last Friday, the Friday before. Anyway, and as we were over there, he drove across that with his pickup truck, because now he's made it even bigger and even better and even, more solid, and done some other things as well. The thing is, and Jen talked about this morning, the thing is, guys, that when we start something, it's never perfect in the beginning. And the part of my program, part of my mission, my values, is that I continually improve on everything. I continually improve on everything. I think, Ricky, I think you've seen the building up here. Jeff, you've seen it multiple times. The first time we did this building, first off, it was a disaster, and then we made it better. But every year we improved like 3, 4, 5, 6 things on this building. Okay. This year, I'm just gonna share. I planted bluebonnets out front. And by the way, when I say I planted bluebonnets, I hire someone to plant bluebonnets out front. Okay. And Wednesday night, I have someone coming to plant more flowers out front, because the bluebonnets are gone, because they're like 6 weeks and then they're in and out. And so, but there's that. I went into Susan's sewing room and I looked at the blinds and I went, God, these blinds are terrible. And so I pulled all the blinds down and I put up nice, beautiful enough blinds there. Okay. So the question I want you to think about, and this is going to be the question we're going to run around the table today. This is going to be the question we're running around. I got Jeff's attention. Okay. What's the one thing that you're building right now that isn't perfect, but it's worth building because we need it in our business in the future?
We hope you enjoyed the podcast. And as a friendly reminder, if you're looking to increase your sales, improve your cash flow, and boost your bottom line as a home inspector, go to microreturns.com right now.